quick, easy, glowing, radiant skin where I still feel like it's me. I don't feel like I have a mask on. I don't feel like it's cakey, it's heavy, it's really light, it's really natural. What's good to YouTube? BrianaLorenn here, back with another video. And today we are going to talk about Refy Beauty, which was created by Jess Hunt. I really like this brand. I want to talk about some of my favorites, use some of her newest stuff that came out, and just really talk about redefining beauty. You know, that is her mission, and kind of getting women to see that the natural you is the most beautiful you. Your smile, your laugh, your dimples, your imperfect skin. I really like that these products that she created were meant to just complement who you already are. So if you're interested in seeing some of my favorite Refy products, how I apply them, and just chatting a little bit, keep on watching. Remember when Refy came out, I think I had saw Jess Hunt on Instagram, beautiful, beautiful girl, and she came out with the brow products. It was a 3-part trio. It was the pencil, it was the brow sculpt, and then it was the pomade. And I was like, you know what, let me just try it. And I remember purchasing this on my own, and I was like, yeah, this is really, really good. Once I started using the products, I started to dig into more of what the brand was and what it was about, and it was all about redefining beauty. And I really like that because I think we all get caught up so much in thinking that beauty looks one way, and there's only one real definition of beauty, and it's who you are on the inside. What is on the inside is the definition of true beauty. How are you treating people? How are you loving people? How are you treating yourself? You were made perfect in the eyes of God, and the thing that we really should be focusing on is our heart and on the inside here, and how can we adjust and modify this more than how much we can adjust and modify our face. If I can make that any more clear, I'm telling you, you focus on this, it will really help you in the perspective that you have of yourself and of others. So let's get into Refy. Some products that are new here. Face sculpting primer. I really enjoy her products too. It kind of reminds me of that KKW feel where it's just the packaging and the label. Other new product, Skin Finish water-based powders. I have shade 1 and shade 2. She came out with a new Refy sponge. Like the staple products that I really like, her lip gloss. I've already gone through like 3 of these. The brow sculpt, the brow pencil. I do have the pomade, but I don't use it. Pencil gives me a little bit more of that feather natural look, where the pomade is very rich in pigment. So for my brows, I feel like it's a little bit too much. Plus my hair is a little lighter, so we're keeping it simple, natural. Okay, so let's get into the face primer. This is her hydrating face primer. It has an interesting applicator. It's a roller here. So what you're gonna do is squeeze, and that product's gonna come out. It is made with niacinamide and glycerin, and the rolling applicator is supposed to kind of sculpt the face as you apply. So I'm just squeezing as I'm putting the product on, and then I'm rolling up also too. Niacinamide is really good for texture, pores, helping with any discoloration. Really hydrated, dewy on the skin. Looks beautiful. This I like. What I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna kind of mimic what Jess does in her makeup applications. We'll go in with concealer as her base, using NARS Almond concealer. Having a Quan, that really, really thick concealer, just to help with a little bit of discoloration. And I'm just gonna blend it out. I can feel everything kind of just holding on to that base primer there. How's the skin looking, y'all? Shout it out, let me know. Gonna be better than just a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take my Trish McAvoy brightener and just right in the center here. Oh. Face primer. I feel like I look a little bit more sculpted. The cheekbones are popping a little bit more. All right, so now that my concealer's on, I'm gonna go into the water based skin finish powder. So this is a really cool concept because when you feel this, it feels wet. And you would think to yourself, like, how would that work? It's a very fine powder. She created the sponge to work with it. So what you're going to do is go into this dry. So this is shade number 1, which is more of a yellow base. This is shade number 2, which is more of a pinky base, like pinky peachy. One is more yellow and one is more pink. I'm gonna go in with the yellow first, and then I might add a little bit of the pink just to brighten. You can kind of see those particles. Very, very, very fine. And I'm just going to press this into all of the areas where, you know, you might get some shine, into my chin. Just gonna do half the forehead. So check it out, right? We toned down any shine, but we still have a healthy glow kind of coming through. And you can see in comparison. Funny, I remember before this came out, I'm watching Jess and she's posting like, oh, next product's coming out. Can you guess what it is? And she put her face up and she was like, what do you think I'm wearing? And I was like, it's a powder, because I could tell. Normally she's got the shine and it was toned down. And someone commented and was like,
Jess would never make a powder. What do you mean?
And then this came out and I was like, powder is used in various ways. And when she came out with this and it being a water base, so it's still a hydrating powder, but can still tone down shine. And then you can add the shine where you want. I was like, I know what I'm talking about. I can tell. I'm gonna take 02, which is the rosy shade. And I'm just gonna focus it right underneath here. And it'll just give me a little bit more brightness. Do you see my skin right now? Like, Jess is coming for these brands that are known for the specific things that they make. And she's like, I'm going to create it in a whole new way. It's really refreshing to see. But she's actually going in and kind of like recreating and renovating the makeup space, if you want to call it. Let's go into brows. I started with using dark as my first purchase, and I actually like medium a bit better. And I actually do reverse. So a lot of people do the brow sculpt first, but I like to do my brows first and then go in with the brow sculpt to kind of set everything. I don't do a lot to my brows. I kind of just tweeze and leave them be. The hairs I have now have been for me consistently using hair growth serums, Peter Thomas Roth, the Lash and Brow Serum, the Grande Lash. So I'm just going in right now and kind of just shaping it, doing short brow like strokes here. Look at the difference. One thing I will say that I like, these are so pigmented. Like, I just got this chocolate pencil. I'm gonna just do a side-by-side comparison. Okay? Like, you really kind of have to press hard to get that pigment to come through. When I do Refy brow pencil in medium, 2 strokes and you could just see it's so much more pigmented, which means you're going to be able to do your brows a little bit quicker rather than feeling like you have to kind of build that product up. Brow Sculpt is really unique because it's your setting brow product, and then you pull that cap off and you get your comb and your brush to pull the product through. Now, sometimes a lot of product does come out. I like to be a little light-handed. Oh, well.
That was light-handed, you know.
Set it all the way to the ends. Comb it upward and through. A lot came out right here. That's never really happened before. Those are some nice brows. Get into the bronzer. I had the blushes. They're beautiful shades. I've used them on my clients. I'll put a video here of me using them. Don't know where they are. I have no idea. I was looking for them this morning. I've been looking for them. But they're pretty basic. They're cream blushes, beautiful shades. I can't wait to see what more shades she comes out with. But I didn't really use them that much because on my skin, I didn't feel like I really got that pigment. The bronzer in Onyx. don't come for me because it looks crazy, but this is the darkest shade. So I like to use the double-edged brush, go into the product, and I always will, like cream products, I'll go in, I'll tap a little bit off, and then I'll start to add them onto my skin. And Onyx actually kind of works as like a blush bronzer for me. Like sun-kissed, burnt, tan kind of look, but it's also a really nice flush of color. Still just looks like my skin. That's what I like, y'all. Glossy highlight. This product right here, y'all, is like glow on 20. It just gives gloss glow. Actually stays in place really well too. And normally I'll just use my fingers and then maybe take the brush, tap it in, a little on the nose, a little on the cupid's bow. Yeah, I would say this has a much thinner consistency, but still like shock value in glow and gloss. Lip Sculpt, okay. I have the shade Rosewood, Sepia, and Fawn. Rosewood is like a really light pink. Sepia is my go-to brown, and Fawn, the brown for all my tan girls. So we're gonna use Sepia. Now, what you didn't know is that there is a setter in the bottom here. So I'm only gonna do a little bit. And that is supposed to hold that lip for about 12 to 24 hours, okay? We're gonna take the gloss. Kind of like that 90s feel. I like it. Quick, easy, glowing, radiant skin where I still feel like it's me. I don't feel like I have a mask on. Yeah, y'all, this is so my speed. This for fall is everything, especially the lip. This is what I'm talking about. Still you, you're radiant you. Comment below, let me know some of your favorite Refy beauty products. Any questions that you have, drop them down below. Make sure to thumbs this video up. Thank you guys for watching, hanging out with me, talking about makeup, talking about true beauty, which is you and how you carry yourself. Yeah, I hope this was helpful and informative for you. Make sure you subscribe, ring the notifications bell, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out, Cub Scouts.